Hello, Pauper fans. This is Mathonical, and today you're going to be joining me for the September 24th Pauper Challenge. I'm going to be playing Boros Monarch, and it is going to be the same list that we played last week. So if you watched last week's videos, you're going to recognize this, and it will be some additional gameplay experience with this deck. The main board and sideboard, there was no changes, mainly because I was too busy, and when I did go through and try and think of any changes I wanted to make, there wasn't anything obvious. I was very happy with performance the week before. I guess some things that I'm going to mention that I didn't mention last week, just to include some content in the deck tech portion. To myself, I've sort of been calling the Glinthawk and Core Skyfisher combo with the Alchemist Vial Prophetic Prism as kind of like mini Mole Drifters. Essentially, you're paying 3 mana with the Glinthawk or 4 mana with the Skyfisher for most of a Mole Drifter, and that is essentially the core of the combo. Using that over and over again is what allows us to get ahead in card advantage and in board presence, so that is the core of how this deck works. Kadoltha Boros also uses that, but Boros Monarch tries to go over the top with Palace Sentinels to keep the cards flowing, and just in general, more on the removal side of things, not playing any of the Kadoltha cards, and trimming a little bit back on the Battle Screeches. My own custom version, as we saw last week, runs 1 Rally the Peasants, just as a I win card out of nowhere, and the ability to trade up in some situations. So, just as a quick disclaimer, this week I was not at home when I was playing. I was out visiting some family, and you might wonder why I was visiting family while playing. Well, normally I wouldn't play on a weekend where I wasn't at home, but currently I was at 29 of the play point or the qualifier points, so I was trying to get my last 6 qualifier points, so that way I can try and enter some of the larger MOX events in a couple weeks. So even though I knew I was going to be a bit distracted and not playing at 100%, I figured I'm able to play this and hang out with people, and even if it means I don't perform my best, I think it's still good to get some experience and a chance at top 8 and possibly some of the points that I need. And my family had a fun time kind of like teasing me about playing at the same time, and they also enjoyed watching from time to time and talking about it. So all in all, things worked out pretty well, but just as a heads up, the gameplay may not be as deep, and there may be a few more mistakes, but that'll just give us some opportunities to reflect back on it, make some improvements, both you and myself, and going forward we'll become better players. So I hope you enjoy this series, and I will see you in round 1.